So this video is on a subject that is very close to me because I actually live nearby to this area and a bit of guerrilla filming has never gone amiss. So I'll be talking about Notting Hill, the most hypocritical area in the whole of the UK. An area where on one side you can be the richest person in the country and you could also be, socially at the very least, the most forgotten. The first thing you'd probably do if you were wondering what is Notting Hill is search for it on, say, Google or Instagram. And here are the results. Yep, everyone's standing in front of someone's doorway because it looks cool and it's great for filters. It's a social media mecca and very, very, very easy to get likes. It also has some really cool places like Goop and Portobello Market. And hey, it isn't just about Instagram. TV's even gotten on the act. Look at these documentaries from 2015 that talk about how great it is to live in the area. And another popular thing over the last few years has been basement excavations, where because of the limited living space in London, people have started to bury themselves underground like mole people. But these aren't like little caves, they're more like mini mansions underground. And quite impressive, but also quite disturbing how many people have this under their homes. And hey, if it isn't for any of these reasons that you know Notting Hill, what about the films? You obviously do have the film Notting Hill, which was beautifully displayed here at this little shop on Portobello Road, and also the film Paddington, which, if you just watch it, makes the entire area look like some sort of utopian paradise. In many respects, this place has become the home in London, or flipping your home. You buy to get a luxurious large house. And of course, this area does have rich history in the rich people living in this area. There's no two ways about it. It's West London. However, it does cause a bit of concern when it also has a long history of the poorest people living in the area. The thing is there is no such thing as a utopia. And when something is portrayed as a utopia, it might be covering something. And it all came to a head in 2016.
A breaking story now coming from West London. The London Fire Brigade are dealing with a huge fire in a residential tower block in West London. They were called
this morning. I'm afraid to say there are now 79 people that we believe are either dead or missing, and I sadly have to presume are dead.
People who died and lost their homes, this happened to them because they are poor. We are in one of the richest spaces, not just in London, but in the world. Repeated requests are ignored. There is no way that rich people live in a building without adequate fire safety. Everyone I spoke to who was out there couldn't hear alarms. There was no sprinkler system.
There was no alarms.
But what's so curious is
what I do know is they did regeneration last year to that building that they're talking about doing to all of these buildings. They did it to that building only, £10 million they're talking about, and put these shoddy plastic things on there that set up a light because they want more reasons to knock these blocks down. There's two options. They could either regenerate the blocks or they could knock them down. And after that, I'm not so sure that was totally an accident. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I'm not even going to lie to you. You could pause me there, but I'm not going to lie.
But this is just one incident, isn't it? Oh, wait. No, it wasn't.
Something new and ugly raises its head in Britain. In Notting Hill Gate, only a mile or two from London's West End, racial violence. An angry crowd of youths chases a Negro into a greengrocer shop, while police reinforcements are called up to check the riot, one of many that have broken out here in a few days. The injured victim, a Jamaican, is taken to safety. But the police have not been able to reach all the trouble spots so promptly, and the quietest street may flare up at any moment.
concerning than anything else is how many racial tensions have been documented in this area. 50s, 70s, even in the early 2010s. And what's amusing about it is simply we forget. We just forget about it. Because at the end of the day, that's the point. Chelsea and Kensington is about looking good, not doing the morally good. In fact, the highway for the cycling route was stopped at Chelsea and Kensington because they didn't want it in that area. So if you're cycling, you're getting about halfway across central London, then immediately it stops. Right at the border, for no apparent reason. And in no way is it wrong to go to these places and to look around. The problem is that when we've looked at things like Windrush, the complaints that people had made about the fire safety at Grenfell, it seems like the area caters only to one demographic of one certain form of wealth. If you're rich and white, you're fine. If you're anything else, be it African, be it Caribbean, be it of a Muslim background, no matter what demographic, and in some cases even white people, then you're forgotten about. Because you're not the ones they want to appeal to. It's why Chelsea and Kensington still calls themselves Chelsea and Kensington. There was a rule when they established the boundaries that's for councils that you weren't allowed to call yourself a double-barreled name. But the people of Chelsea and Kensington, they dare not have their name changed. They wanted to establish that they were different, and yet they managed to have the rules bent in their favour. Once again, it's a case of the minority ruling the majority. So, my entire video here has had a point that Chelsea and Kensington, and more importantly Notting Hill, even with shows and films demonstrating the diversity of the area, don't really tap into the big problem that if you're not white or not from super wealth, you'll be all but forgotten about. Thank you for watching this video. If it has served something or educated in some way, I feel that's done some good service. This is what this video is about. If you have, say, want to share this, please do. I think it's good to spread the word about the problems in this area and bring to light a bigger problem than most of us are willing to face. And also, in making this video, I'll tell you something else. As someone that lives in this area, it makes you measure your own privilege. It's a very hard thing for someone to say, no matter what your race or gender or personal choices in life or what you would say you're born with. But it's made me weigh up some decisions in my life and maybe realised where I'm going wrong. It's easy to forget and not to acknowledge what you have. Bye.